Yo, in this motherfucking episode of Ancient OG Theories, we're gonna be talking about. I want to talk about this guy. I forget his name. Maybe I should have did some research for it. But he was the. He was a cult leader, right? It was this boy, right? He was a cult leader, right? And when I was younger, right, I remember watching on the news. It was this white boy, right? He was the cult leader. He was in Waco, Texas. I forget his name, right? Yo, what he did was he had this big house, right? And it had this gate around it. He had his hitmans outside, gunmen. The boy he was like a little mini army, right? So one day he goes out to like a gun shows and get all these guns and grenades and shit, right? So I don't know how the police found out about him, but they was on his ass. So they was like, we gonna go to his crib, right? So I don't know the background. I know it's deeper than what they actually showed on the news, but from when I was a kid and I was watching, because we seen on the news, it was like it was like on all over the news how they had the house raided, and then they raided this house and they had to shoot him because he wouldn't surrender. You know what I'm saying? They was telling him come out his house and surrender. It's he had a whole bunch of people for hostage and shit, right? So he had all these people for hostage, and when the cops came, right? I'm looking back what the fuck was that? Man, I better have no footsteps coming this way, boy. I tell you that, but no footsteps coming this way. But yo, listen. The white boy got a whole house full of people, right? And they try to say he had somebody for hostage, right? Okay. So the police got his whole joint surrounded. They tell him to come out. You know what I'm saying? He not going out. He end up making some type of negotiation. And this is the part right here that went over my head as a young boy, but now I'm an ancient OG. I see what the boy said he will only surrender if they let him decode this verse in the Bible, right? Did y'all know it's a verse or a chapter or something in the Bible that challenged anybody to read it and decipher it? And they say you had to go get brainwashed for a month to learn how to read it. And they ain't say the preacher gonna teach you what it mean. No, it say you read it and you figure out what it mean on your own. And only a chosen one can really know what he really saying. So it's crazy. I'm gonna slow down because I'm getting excited, because this was negotiated for him to release the hostage. He said he just wanted to decode that verse in the Bible. The verse was called the Seven Seals. It's called the Seven Seals, right? So it's a chapter in the Bible called the Seven Seals, right? If you can read that and decipher it, you's one bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, I could decipher it. So he had to write these letters out and send them out to the police one by one and shit, right? So I think he had one letter left to decipher. They end up popping him, because they gonna have to snipe. One thing you don't want to do is kidnap nobody, bro. Because them snipers gonna come, they gonna put the target on you, and they gonna shoot you in the head while you right next to another head. They aim crazy. You got somebody like this, yeah, back up. They like, what? You know what I'm saying? Sharpshooter. Boom! Merc ball, right? So they say Kuwait. Blow up like Kuwait. Kuwait is overseas. This was Waco, Texas. Right? So now, I say that to say, it made me think now as a grown man, ancient OG, I'm like, the 7 seals, you know I had to go dig into it. I wish I had the Bible in front of me now. I'll open it up and read it. Maybe I'm going to do another video where we read through the 7 seals. And I decipher that shit, bro. But I'm going to tell you, this was a while ago when I first read it. Like, this probably happened before I even turned Ancient OG, bro. You know how I turned Ancient OG? Ancient OG? I'll tell y'all that story too. But yo, guess what? The man put me on, just watching that, it put me on the 7 seals. So I looked at the 7 seals, right? I read through it. You know me, I'm a decoder, bro. I decoded it, man. Now, I'm gonna let y'all go out and read this 7 seals on your own for right now. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I got out of it. The memory I gotta look at it again. But so far, what I caught is really the 7 seals is about Jesus being reincarnated back into another form, another body. But this body that he was in, from how they were describing it, sounded real sci-fi, warrior monster type shit. Helmet, fire coming out the mouth kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? This in the 7 seals. Y'all think I'm playing? Go read the 7 seals in the Bible. You probably never even heard of it. You know what I'm saying? It's called the 7 seals, man. And you gotta decipher it. And you can't be like, you can't get brain. What I'm saying is, you don't need no scholar to teach you what it means. You see what I'm saying? You'll be able to read it, and if you can decipher it without nobody telling you, you's a bad motherfucker. I know I'm a bad motherfucker. Look, I'm gonna tell you what it. Basically, Jesus was reincarnated to a whole nother body. You know what I'm saying? And this figure that he was in was vicious. It's vicious. So that already happened. He already got reincarnated. He already reincarnated already. You know what I mean? That already happened already. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got out the 7 seals. You know what I mean? So that made me think, damn, do y'all believe like in reincarnation? Like, you know what I mean? Like reincarnation, like you die and come back as something else? You know? Well, how about this? Reinventing yourself is a form of reincarnation. Woo! Oh, y'all ain't know I was gonna say that. Reinventing yourself is a form of reincarnation. And what I mean is, by reinventing yourself is, when your character dies, right? You no longer likes the person that you are, right? You want to become your best version of yourself. You want to be better. You want to be better, right? You get to learn this shit that make you look at your past self like, damn. You feel me? Then you change to a new person. Change your name. You know what I'm saying? I'm reincarnated. I'm reincarnated. I used to be G Massacre. I used to be a rapper named G Massacre. Gangster rapper. Getting in all kinds of shit in the street. I reincarnated Ancient OG. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of understand, you know, the whole reincarnation theory shit, right? Because it's like, yo, it's a cartoon, right, called Transformers. Transformers, right? About these two gangs, right? You got the Autobots and the Decepticons, right? They gang banging, right? So the leader of the Autobots, right? The Autobots, the leader, his name is Optimus Prime, right? So Optimus Prime is kicking niggas' ass. You know what I'm saying? Optimus Prime, you know, him and Megatron be going to war. Megatron be trying to murk him. He be having his armies send him at him, right? So one day, they kill Optimus Prime. When they kill Optimus Prime, you know, they took his remaining, his soul, like, his life force, and they transformed it. They put it into another body. And this new body was different. It was swifter. You know, the guns was different. Like the boy, and his name was Hot Rod. You know what I mean? He was like a coupe or something. He had transformed to a crazy ass coupe. You know what I mean? Nice ass car. You know what I mean? It's Ferrari looking shit. You feel me? But he was hot rod now. He ain't Optimus Prime no more. You feel me? So like, how can you be hot rod and still thinking about what Optimus Prime is doing? You feel me? So it's like, when you reinvent yourself, you ain't that same person no more. You can't keep doing everything you used to do no more. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we get stuck and we get lost and we like, damn, where am I? Well, always remember this: when you lost, that's the universe letting you know that you have been reincarnated. Lost. You don't know what the fuck going on. You don't even recognize yourself no more. You don't do the shit you don't like hang around the people you used to hang around. You don't like doing the shit you used to do. You calling people who used to know you in your past life, and they talking about shit you don't want to talk about no more. They bringing up things you don't even, you know what I mean? They still doing shit you was doing. And it's like, I'm a whole new character now, like. And they say, oh, you forgot where you came from. How the fuck you gonna forget where you came from? Nobody forgets where they come from. Just because you don't want to go back to where you come from or you moved on, that don't mean you forgot where you come from. You just moved on, evolved. It's called evolve. Motherfuckers don't know how to evolve, man. They worry about what everybody else gonna say. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro, because none of them niggas ain't never make me hot. None of you niggas help me write my raps. None of them niggas help me write no books. Niggas ain't come up, hey, you know what you should do? You should write a book. Oh, you know what you should do? You should be a rapper. Hey, let me write for you. Nobody, I did all this shit on my own, my nigga. I was already talented when you niggas met me. Now, I can't take away help that I received and, you know, people supporting me and assisting me. But far as like an inventor, nigga, scientist, nigga, I'm a fucking scientist. I'm a creator, nigga. I create, bro. I'm always on to some new shit, bro. I'm a scientist, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you niggas? But you know, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Even though I'm ancient OG now, I still get a little aggressive. I still like talk like I use profanity, cuss. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's still here. I'm still here, but I evolved. You feel me? Because it's all about UFO sightings in the Bible and the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Children of Anu. You know what I'm saying? Like, my interest is different now. I used to write hood books. You know, I reincarnated like 3-4 times. Because I just was an author. I just was writing hood books a couple years ago. Under Umar Qadir. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm ancient OG. I don't write hood books no more. I got tons of these shits coming, bro. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, how y'all feel about that? Y'all, can anybody relate to what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, those that can't relate, just keep on scrolling. Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear that, oh, you should do this, you should do that. People always trying to tell you what you should be doing. Like, ain't that funny? Like, just because you eat Snickers, you like Snickers, I like Twix. You want to tell me I should go get the Twix. Be mad at me because I eat Snickers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but what do y'all think about reincarnation, man? You really think that people die and then come back as somebody else? Y'all feel like reinventing yourself is a form of reincarnation? Yeah, man. That's something heavy to think about, man. Man, let me know, man. Hit me up in the motherfucking comment section.